So we've been partnered with Techletics for about 6 years now, 6 or 7 years, and for this recent phase that we're in with the employees, it probably takes them, depending on skill set, 6 to 8 weeks to ramp up. And our tech stack is not simplistic in nature. There's a number of complex pieces that run within it. My team is about 15 people, varied between senior and obviously the Techletics folks that come through. And we manage about 200 terabytes of data for the organization. So we're not an insignificant team. The cost model that we get within the Techletics group is incredible. We spend a lot of our time with onshore and offshore help, and the Techletics model for onshore from a cost standpoint is better than any other partner that we work with. Let me share a quick spreadsheet with you that kind of explains some of those details. Essentially on this spreadsheet, what you can see here is that we spend about $290,000 per year for the Techletics support that we get. Similar cost if we were to direct hire was about $415,000, and that Techletics group saves us about $120,000 per year. Were we to replace anybody that left from the Techletics group in the 2 years of experience they generally have at that point in time, somewhere between $162,000 and $178,000 based on recruiting and headhunter fees. But the more important aspect is the retention that we get from the Techletics group. So those that we've brought on board and have made full-time employees of the organization, their retention has been 100%. We've seen none of those people leave. The model that AZNext provides on tiered approach to mentorship and project delivery is, again, different than the sort of consulting models that you get, right? A consulting model is heavily discovery oriented, paperwork oriented, a lot of costs come with it. And yes, there's a high degree of professionalism that comes with those consulting models. But I think the difference here is that you're also growing someone that could be a future talent. I think the natural tendency for offshore is because of the cost piece of it, but what I don't think people understand is the amount of time and energy frontline managers play in quality assessments of the offshore work, technical design and redesign and re-explanation over and over again with those offshore partners. The constant need to either adjust their work schedules or adjust the offshore schedules to meet some early morning meeting time or late meeting time, depending on where they're located. The folks that I've seen come through this organization are much more grateful. They're much more willing to take the notes, much more willing to ensure that they're doing the research themselves and not just keep asking the best person on the team for help over and over again. They're willing to really put themselves out there. I've converted, I want to say 3 or 4 employees on my team directly over from Techletics and the AZNext program, and I've got another 3 or 4 on deck that I would love to convert over, right? For me, I've created the pipeline that I need to continue to backfill the team, and so it's been a really, really powerful program ultimately.